missing some. I already know I'm missing some of them. It's fine. Anyways, welcome back to my pitiful little channel. Since I hit 30 whole subscribers, wow, a while ago, when I'm recording this video at least, I have 45 subscribers. And I said at 30 subscribers, I was gonna do a mask tour. I am missing some of them right now. Don't be mad at me, I don't know where they are. I feel like I have one more of these plastic, like, $3 Hobby Lobby masks, but I don't know where that one is, and I don't know if it exists. I just have a feeling that I have 4. And then I'm also missing my, my actual, like, Ethereum masks. I don't know where my cat one or my silver fox one has gone. So we just have the ones that I made a few years ago here. They don't look that good, just a fair warning. And some of them I literally can't wear because they either have the elastic band broken or they have pins in them. My dog seems to be barking at me. Yeah, no, he's not. He's just barking at the wind because he's terrified of anything and everything that moves. He is such a brave hunting dog, isn't he? This is gonna be so much fun. Anyways, I'm gonna be rating them by, like, overall looks and comfortability and sight, probably. So this is gonna be fun. I'm probably gonna forget. I should write that down, but I'm not going to because I'm lazy. Anyways, I don't have it in my pocket. I'm actually gonna be editing this. I will be right back. Okay. Alright. I'm back. I have a pencil in my pocket. It's great to know. Buddy, don't you dare. I can hear his little claws tip-tapping up there. Anyways, if I can get it out of my pocket. I have lotion in there too. I have got my teacher pointy stick, because why the heck not? Teacher pointy stick. Yes, it's hot pink. I don't know why. My aunt gave it to me. We're gonna start with the paper masks that I have here. Like Dandy and my very beat up Plague Doctor mask. And then this abomination that we don't talk about. I want to burn it, but that would be a waste of paper. I just flipped it over, didn't I? Yeah. And then I'm gonna move on to the EVA foam, or no, I'm gonna move on to the cardboard masks that I have. And by cardboard masks, I mean cardboard mask singular, this beauty I've got here. Then the EVA foam masks. Oh, my nose. Because I do surprisingly have a few of those. Then I'm gonna go to plastic, well, no, we're gonna go paper, cardboard, plastic, EVA foam, and then upholstery foam. Yes, I'm getting constant notifications on my phone from my Spotify group chat. Don't ask why we have it on Spotify. I don't know. Except one of them's supposed to be asleep right now. Yes, I'm talking to you, Em. That's your nickname now. Yeah, they live in Slovakia. Slovakia? I don't know how to say it, dude. I'm great at this. I probably just offended a whole entire area. So, love that. Anyways, this one's annoying me, so we're gonna get this one over with. Alright. Glebus, you go there. Zib, you go there. No, Glebus! sit next to your brother. No, don't fall, don't fall. No, stop. They're so obedient. Stop. Thank you. Alright, so we got this one. Put your ear back, honey. Honey, put your ear back. No. Whatever. Here, let me get closer with each of these. This one was my first ever paper mask. I don't know what I was going for. Here, let me... Oh! Kneel. I don't know what I was going for this design. As you can tell, I did not finish painting it, and it's not smooth at all. I don't know what I was doing. I was just kind of trying to get a circle shape. It worked so well, as you can see. And then I made the base, or if you can even call this a base, out of freaking graph paper. Do you know how delicate that stuff is? Same with the back. I patched it up a little bit. And the teeth. It's beautiful, isn't it? There's tape holding it together in multiple places. This is like actually good paper. I kind of wasted it on this thing. I could have made countless puppets with that, except I wasn't in paper dragon puppets at the time. I can't really bend that out. She's beautiful. I don't know if my fat head can even fit in this anymore, if I'm being completely honest. Okay, why is there a hole? There's a hole on the back, and now it's... I'm not turning lights on, I'm too lazy. I just see spring money in the back, like... Looks 0 out of 10. Oh, it's so loud. I mean, comfortability, it's paper. I'm gonna get paper cuts all over my neck if I wear this and, like, walk around in it. It's not that painful, so I'm gonna say, like, 5 or 6 out of 10. I know you wanted me to say the next number, but I'm not going to, because that's stupid. The only good number is 69 and 420. It's really loud. Overall appearance, 0. Comfortability, 0. Sight's perfect. That's the only good part about this. Sight is amazing. Solid 10 out of 10. Yeah, 10 out of 10, because there's nothing blocking my vision, not even the mesh. Okay. It's fine, don't worry. Oh, my back. Alright, teacher pointy stick. Who do you choose? That's a loud ass fly. I don't know if that's gonna pick up on you, but there's a big freaking fly that just went. It's very weird. I'm gonna go with you, Dandicus. I just did a short yesterday with this mask. Looks, I actually really like it from the front. The back's not the prettiest. It's attached with paper. Me and my cousin McKinley, again, always showing up in my videos for some reason. Can't find her channel though. Had a matching Astro one, except her dad threw it away. So that was fun. It's easy to breathe in, which is good. It's not that uncomfortable. It gets blown around in the wind all the time though, so it's like, oh hi. So that's annoying. I could probably fix that sometime. But then again, I'm not really in the fandom anymore. I just like the game. I really like the details on this. Yeah. It's got some of that good paper that I got from my cousin's house because I used all of it on that thing. It's a solid, like, 7 or 8 out of 10 on the appearance. It could look better because, like, there's some little bits on the side, because this is a paper plate. This is just a paper plate for the base. And then just fancy little paper for the sides. And alcohol markers and hot glue and tape. It was originally just tape, but then when I got home I was like, I'm gonna hot glue this together. It would be so much easier. There's a tearing bit of hot glue. That's great. The strap is all taped together. Surprised it's still holding up. I mean, like, here, let me get closer to the camera again. Like, look at how much tape is right there. Like, there's so much, dog. Yeah, I still have my fingers, fixed up because I got a cut in the webbing of my skin. It's, like, right there, on the other hand, because I was putting LED lights up. Anyways, it's easy to see out of, too, because there's iMesh. Like, it's kind of, like, I can't, this is as far as I can see when I'm staring forward. And then I can see all the way in between. And then I can see down to about here. And then to here about. So it's pretty decent sight. It just looks really stupid from the side. So it's more of a camera mask, not an outside mask. Because then again, I can just do this. But yeah, it's comfortable. It's not as loud as that creature over there. Because that thing's like crinkling paper right next to your ears. It's awful. Disgusting. Disgusting. But, it's really light, so, I mean, it's paper. What were you expecting? I already forgot all three of my categories. Kind of. Overall appearance, 7 or 8, like I said earlier, 7 or 8. The iMesh is a little bit short on the sides, because this was originally for a Dinomask. You can kind of tell where the old pattern was. But we'll get to what happened to that mask later. Yeah? Yas? Because it was a Scene Core one that, yeah, that's all I'm going to say for now. But, yeah, it's kind of bleeding through the red a little bit on the back, because why not? But, yeah. Dandicus Dancifer. I gave him the little bean eyebrows, because I don't have any. I keep getting Spotify notifications. That one's not even from the... Anyways, you can use him as a frisbee. He's fine. Trust me. Trust me. Anyways. Oh, I just kicked one of my masks over. But, now, for the final paper mask that I have still that's not crushed or destroyed or, gotten rid of, well, there's technically 2 more. There's 2 more. We'll go with, my little plague doctor here, my little baby that I made in half an hour. Anyways, so, he's clearly struggling. I mean, there's a giant gaping hole right here. He's made out of cardboard and paper. Who would have guessed? I painted him, except I ran out of one color of black paint. You can kind of tell. It was like shiny, kind of metallic looking. So I had to use a normal black paint. The eyes are different shapes, which really, it TSPMO. It's annoying. The strap is really thin. Don't know how I got it this thin. Don't even know where it came from. The iMesh is falling out. It has fine breathing, I guess. It's sideways. It just echoes my voice a lot. You can kind of see my eyes behind it, but then again, usually I have the fluffy balaclava on, because he's a bird. He's a bird, okay? I should back up a little bit. Forehead reveal. I do really like this mask, though. It's like one of my first successful, paper masks, because this one's, again, like 3 or 4 years old. Ooh. Some of that just broke. I'm gonna have to remake it. I'm probably gonna remake it out of EVA foam and actually, like, sew the foam together to make it look more like it's made out of leather. So, anyways, okay, so far, the first paper mask, the Abomination, as I'm gonna call it, has made it the farthest? I almost said farthest. I'm so mature, guys. There's hot glue string on that. Dandy and the Plague Doctor mask are tied right now. That doesn't really matter. And yes, kind of all of these are made by me, except for one of them. One of them I bought. But, Now, let's go back to the 7th grade paper mask that I made. I'm gonna hate this. I'm back. Oh wait, no, there's 2 cardboard masks. I'm so smart, guys. We've got my first ever attempt at a Therian mask. And this one was for an assignment in, Art 1 back in 7th grade. It looks pretty fine, actually, if you ignore the fact that it's made out of layers and layers of tinfoil and has a broken strap. I gotta back up a little bit more. But, yeah, I put some faux fur on it. This side's a little bit broken, because I cut it weird. But, got the little side fur. It's a Maine Coon cat. I did all of this at school, by the way, besides the faux fur and, like, gluing it together and most of the paper mache stuff, because I was behind. But, I think it looks pretty fine, honestly. I probably could have done more of the paper on the ears. Like, they're really thin. But, like, I think it looks fine. The tinfoil base looks cursed as hell, but we don't talk about that. I don't have a photo of it, because, again, new phone. That was in 7th grade. I'm not in middle school anymore. I mean, I remember it being, like, oh, again with the fur. I think my head's grown a little bit. I remember not liking how it looked on me. Honestly. Yeah, no. It looked way better on my friend Lily than it does on me. I mean, like, look at that. Look at that monstrosity. Why is it so flat? Then again, we were supposed to make full face masks, and I was just kind of... It was one of the first times I was, like, making tinfoil-based masks, or, like, face-fitting ones that aren't like those guys. The Dandy one's a lot newer. It was, like, last spring, I want to say? Yeah, last year's spring. Not just the recent spring that we just had, the last year one, the 2025 one. Tinfoil one. That's made with paper and watered down glue, which I love doing paper mache that way because I hate the smell and the feeling of actual paper mache. So if you have sensory issues, I strongly recommend just getting strips of paper, like cutting it into strips of paper, getting a little like container with like Elmer's liquid glue, and then put a little water in it, mixed together. It works really well for mask making if you're not making like ones that you're gonna cover and stuff, or like that one's a better example. We're gonna talk about that one later. But yeah, this one comfortability is like a 6.5 or a 6.5, let's say. 6.5. I'm not gonna say it unless I accidentally do. The looks, it's really matte, which I actually kind of like, but I feel like I should have gone over it with fleece. I don't know what it's called. What I did with Spring Bonnie back there, because that's what I've done with my other Therian masks besides the cardboard one that we're gonna talk about. First ever mask that I made besides the paper one. I say made because I just don't like that one. That's the kid we don't talk about. That's the kid that we disowned. That's the one that lives in the basement that gets like a can of soup every week to ration throughout the week. But yeah. That's surprisingly sturdy. I've dropped it many times. Ears have not broken. Which is really surprising, because again, they're like paper thin. Okay, that had to pick up on camera. Anyways, oh, my back. Now, we're moving on to the cardboard masks, which is like 2 of them. These ones are way better compared to the other ones, besides Dandy's Plague Doctor. It's better compared to the other kid, the disowned kid. But, this is my first ever mask I tried making. I used brown fur, because that's the only one I had on hand at the time. I was making another mask that I don't think is in frame right now. Yeah, no, he's not in frame, along with a few other masks that are around here. Excuse me. I remember this not being that comfortable. I haven't worn it in a hot minute. Ugh. I remember I was fine with the looks, though, yeah. I don't know why, but I'm fine with how this looks. I did not know what it was gonna be when I started making it. I was like, what is this muzzle? What is this face shape? What am I doing? But, the sight, and it's actually surprisingly good for how, like, small this eye is. If I close this eye, I mean, like, I can see pretty well. It's like, 6 or an 8. 7 or an 8. Let's go with 7 out of 10. But I remember this for getting in my mouth. It's already doing that again. The ears, I kind of tried doing that same paper mache thing. I kind of did that to smooth out the sides here too. Kind of works. Kind of gave up on it though. Ooh. Okay, that was probably just settling. I had I had long hair when I first made this. When I first made this. Honey, get it. Come on. It's just barely glued together at the bottom though. The newer version that I made out of an actual cat mask base, it looks a lot better. I used the proper color for it. Doesn't look as wonky. The nose fell off once at my birthday party when I was turning, as I was saying, it's really old. I was turning like 11 or 12. The eye mesh came out with it. Look at that, dude. It's beautiful. Okay, so I can't retake this part, unless I decide to glue it back together. That's kind of sad, though. I do really like this mask for my, first ever try. Appearance, 7 or 8. Comfortability, 7. And then, what was the other one that I had? Low-key forgot the other one that I had. One of my friends just texted me saying, "Hi, I'm sticking my phone in class." And I was like, oh. Here, let's just recenter that. I forgot the other category, to be honest. If it comes back to me, I'll do that later. I'm gonna gently toss that one. Ooh. It's fine. She's fine. She's fine, guys. She's fine. Oh, my knees. Alright, and then I wonder which one's made out of cardboard here. Hi. Are you okay? Ow. God, how much that hurts. But, yes, this one is Vortex. First one with a name. Don't stick your antenna in my mouth, please. First one with a name, besides the ones that are already characters. First OC with a name. My own persona, or something. She's only supposed to have one eye, but I had to add these two to make it look a little more together. I'm probably gonna repaint this sometime. But, this is my second ever TV head that I've built, actually. First one was back at the beginning of 6th grade. Yes, I used to like Skibidi Toilet. I was a child. I liked the idea of having different objects as heads. I was like, that's cool. For the actual, like, song, toilet part, I was like, this is weird. But then it was like, oh, it's got some lore, and I'm a fiend for lore, if I'm being completely honest. I love lore so freaking much. I went to Hobby Lobby, and for like $6, there were these little plastic pellets that you could boil. It's really cool. They're probably still there, but this was a while ago. Except, once you boil them, it becomes like moldable plastic. Be careful with it though, it gets hot. I was not careful. But then again, I've been putting melted hot glue on my hands since I was 6. Yeah, that one's a little bit wobbly. That's the inside. I forgot I used a pizza box. But, she's got some little, like, supposed to be oil spills. I gotta go over it with paint, probably. Except that's also what I used for these little drips and these ones on the sides. The back, I did end up running out of the stuff, though, because it happens. I had to make the hole this big just to fit my fat freaking head in. I'm probably gonna have to add some padding to the inside because I don't know if you can tell that well, but the antenna are sticking out a little bit, making little appearances there. Oh, we love Texas toast. But yeah, I actually really like her. Her sight's amazing. As you may be able to tell, this is just a big thing of buckram fabric. I have to twist it sideways, otherwise it gets stuck on my fat freaking nose. It's kind of hard to turn your head because, again, I'm facing straight forward this time. So I gotta add some, not EVA foam, upholstery foam. That's what I was talking about if I said EVA foam earlier too. Just kind of hold my head in place. So that's fun. I kind of gotta, like, use my shoulders, like, wow. But, the character actually has 6 floating limbs, like floating arms. And the hands are floating too. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Like, each segment is floating away. Excuse me. But, comfortability. I think that was the one that I forgot. Comfortability on that mask, the Silver Fox mask. It's like a 5 or 6. This one, it's comfortable. The little bumpy parts of the antenna that are like sticking out, they don't really bug me a lot. Like, yeah. It's a solid 7 or 8. 7 or 8. I do like the looks of it. I just didn't like this eyeball, which is, my nose is right here. You can't really tell because it's, oh, well, you might be able to tell. Oh, there are my eyes up there. Nope, that's not my eye. That's a sketched out eye. I forgot about that. It's kind of creepy, dude. There's just a sketch of an eye right there. But yeah. You can kind of see my jaw moving. But, yeah, my nose is right here now. And I did this all with alcohol marker, too. But yeah, I do really like this mask. If you couldn't tell. But, don't show my forehead, honey. I also had another cardboard mask that was made out of a Walmart box that I named Wally. I don't have any photos of that on my phone. I have it on my professional camera, because that was before I even had a phone. Except, his name was Wally. He was a girly pop. He even had this little cardboard collar that I made with a little circle that said Wally on it. It was very cute. He was just a little guy. I made him while I was grounded, because I have art supplies in my room for some odd reason. But, yeah. I was proud of him. He looked pretty cool, except you could not see crap out of him, because I didn't have any buckram up there. I didn't even own any buckram fabric. So there was just this little stretched out piece of black material that you used for one eye, because the other one was the Walmart symbol that I had to draw on with Posca markers. So that was fun. Anyways, Vortex, Leet Speak is how their name is spelled. With Leet Speak. You don't spell it Leet Speak and pronounce it Vortex. Leet Speak is with numbers instead of letters, if you didn't know. You learn something new every day, honey. But, yeah, I'm not gonna throw her because these little bits are fragile. I'm gonna put her on a chair over here, because you can't really set her down. That's why I had her up there in front of the creature. But yeah, there's a chair over here. Alright, stay. Oh, my knees. Ooh, I'm good. Alright. On to the plastic. This is gonna be a long video, if you couldn't tell. It's already half an hour long. Yeah. Most of that was yapping about you and how much I hate the other one. But, the plastic ones that I've made first. This one, not even done yet. I haven't even finished a design for it. Every time I get a default one of these, I'm like, oh guys, I'm Meekle Mears. I'm the new killer in town. I'm Meekle Mears, yeah. I'm the new slasher, guys. New, slasher group. Call me Michael Myers. Yeah, I'm Michael Myers' cousin. It's a little hard to breathe in these, if I'm being completely honest, but it, like, hugs your face, dude. Oh, I know who I'm forgetting. Oh, that just reminded me. Because I was going to talk about the eyes. 1 second, let me see if I can find him down here. Because I did have him down here. Oh, there's another Dynamask. Oh, there he is. Alright. We'll get to him next. I'm gonna put this base, because it's not done. It's a Dynamask. It's a base. I do take commissions once my dad actually... So, fun fact. 4 or 5 years ago, I asked my dad, "Hey, Dad, can I set up an Etsy shop?" "Oh, sure, kid. Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow." So when's tomorrow gonna happen, Dad? When's it gonna happen? But yeah, I'm going to be taking commissions. This is the only base that I have, any dino base I have ready right now. Yeah, pretty cool. Sucks that Joann's shut down, though, because that's where I got all my fur. Yeah, so that's fun. Anyways, this one I'm just gonna set over there. This one, you guys, if you're even watching this far for some reason, I don't know why you would. This is boring. It's been really boring, most likely. But you get to guess who this is gonna be. If you have me friended on Roblox, you might know what this is gonna be. No, it's not Noli. It's not Noli, dude. Just because it has no. But, the one that I forgot, and one of my favorites, it doesn't have iMesh, because that's the designer character. Honestly, if you know who this is supposed to be, marry me. No one knows who he is, because it's a Minecraft horror mod that I really like. It looks like my eyes are facing 2 different ways right now. It's because of the eye shape, except yes, I cut the eyes open a little bit more on this one. Yeah, you're supposed to wear, like, black makeup under this. I'm not gonna go through all the... Fine, I'll do it at the end of the video. But yeah, I gave him a little beard. I've redone this mask 3 times. I wish I was joking. Except the original one was made with Crayola clay, which, as you may guess, does not work for that long, even though I sealed it with 5 layers of Mod Podge. It crumbled apart. Then again, it was like a year old at that point. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna redo it. It's getting all dusty. Like, there was dust gathering on top of it that you had to, like, really scrub to get off. It was kind of a pinkish color for some reason. I don't know. I'm sorry, man. I'm not gonna say his name, unless I already have. Then I'm a little stupid. But if you know what the Minecraft mod is, I will give you a kiss. I will give you a kiss. But yeah, I also... You can kind of see what color it used to be, for black instead of actual black. Except, yeah. He's my Shayla. And yeah, I did always have a facial crest on him, except I had to make it out of foam clay. And yes, he does have actual, like, 3D eye bags that I sculpted. Don't ask me why. I thought it was... details, man. I go really hard on the details that no one's gonna end up seeing that well. But, I'll give you a hint. You wear a hoodie with it. Black hoodie. Probably these pants. Which, by the way, I got these off of Amazon, and it's pretty good, because, like, deep freaking pockets. That's a soda tab. More deep freaking pockets. Really baggy. I love baggy pants. Yes, I'm wearing all black right now. I even got the black socks on. I mean, look at my shirt, dude. Look at my shirt. I'm a little ray of pitch black, dude. But, yeah, also, if you couldn't tell, he does have some fake blood on him. Because he's a horror mod. I'll give you another hint. in some versions of Minecraft he has an axe, some versions he doesn't, some versions he has a knife, some versions he can speak, and some versions he doesn't. And yes, it's a Minecraft mod on both Java and Bedrock, except they're different. That's all you get. That's all you get. I've given you a lot of hints already. I tilted my phone a little bit. Ooh. My phone almost fell. Anyways, that's all you get on him. And then we've got another one that I have not sealed, and that's Gaster. And I'm putting all of these, like, breathability ranks together because it's literally the same base. Same base, except I cut this one a little bit to make the crack. You can't really hear me in this one. This one you can because that's buckram fabric. But in most of these you can't breathe that well or hear me that well. Sorry, I'm out of breath because some of them were in the very back room in the basement. Some of them were in my room, which is 2 floors up. It's on the top floor, not the ground floor. But yeah, I love how this one looks, especially since it was like my first, like, one of these bases. You can kind of hear it. There's tinfoil under there. It's just not packed down that well. Yeah. I like this one, except, again, I used blue for some reason. I do run out of black a lot, though, so it kind of makes sense, but, like, I could have just, because if you don't know this, fun freaking fact, dude, if you use the 3 primary colors, like, an equal amount of all of them, you can make black. I know, I'm so cool. But yeah, that's a pretty cool thing. We've been doing that in my art by sketchbook class, and we also did that in my 7th grade art class, because I found out, because I went to Hobby Lobby the other day to get some stuff with my grandma. I love you, Grandma. You're the best. Yes. But, it's $12 per bottle of, or not bottle, it's like one of those plastic, like, kind of toothpaste looking ones. I don't know how to describe it. But it was $12 per color. And we have warm and cool tones of each primary color. And there's, like, 5 boxes overflowing with them. Mr. McGee, if you somehow see this, calm down, man. I know the school's paying for it, but calm down. Calm down, dude. Calm down. But anyways, I gotta stop ranting. And then we got everyone's favorite Cool Kid. Again, cut his eyes a little bit higher for this one. He did have horns, except I forgot to add them, so I added them. You can kind of see it where it used to be over the Mod Podge. So they kind of fell off, even when I hot glued them on. Yes. There's gonna be so much blackmail for me. But yeah, I used tin foil, as you can see, to sculpt the base of it. Foam clay. I use foam clay from Hobby Lobby because it's only like $5 or $6, which is like amazing. Great, dude. I paid for it for like $12 originally, off of Amazon. But yeah. Again, can't really breathe or hear. I messed up how to get this on. What the fart? Ooh, this one's a little bit easier because I did put foam on the head too, so it kind of warped its shape, so it's a lot easier to hear me and speak in. But, yeah, that's Cool Kid. I gave him a little horn. And I also made, this is originally my brother's mask. He doesn't wear it, though, because I made him a Cool Kid, Halloween costume for last year. And then I was Postal Dude. We love Postal Dude. Love You Running with Scissors. Underrated game. I'm out of breath. I am talking a lot. But, yeah, that's Cool Kid. Well, I guess there's a different readability level. Alright. This one, which I'm gonna work on. So far, it's easier to breathe out of because they add little nose holes. really, really high up on the nose. That one's like 7 or 8 out of 10. 7.5. This one, I cover all of the possible holes to breathe out of or speak out of. So if I'm like at a convention as Gaster, which I've never gone to a convention as Gaster, I've gone as Mafioso, which was last September, because I live closest to the Salt Lake one. And then the year before that, I was Moon. Except I wasn't planning on being Moon from Security Breach, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, because I didn't have the mask done, or the hat done, or literally any fancy details. So I just wore a black tank top. I did make some pants that year, some like galaxy-looking pants that year. It has zodiac signs on it. I love those so much. I wore them so much that the butt ripped a hole in it. Like, it didn't even rip a hole, it just rubbed a hole, so I can't sew it back together. I have to put a patch of that material, which came from Joann's, which shut down, so I can't even get more material. I only have a little bit left. Maybe enough to, like, kind of fix it a little bit, but I didn't have their skirt, the little ruffles, the actual white shirt with the half black part. I didn't have the hat. The face is really cool, though. I made the face spin. My brother was, Sundrop that Halloween. That's why I was not that done on my Moon, because I was working on his sun. So that's fun. It was cool, though. We just bought, like, little $11 Jester shoes, because we were running out of time, and, I was running out of supplies. Love that. Yeah. But, anyway, I'm ranting again. Moondrop is a mask that I have. Can't wear it because I had to put the thing on my brother's mask. I would show his, but... Because I made them, all of his masks. But, like, they're his masks. I'm not gonna do that. This one, 10 out of 10 on everything. I love this one so freaking much. And then Cool Kid is the same as Gaster, pretty much. Except for the breathing part. The breathing part's, like, the comfortability of the mask is, like, a point higher, which I forgot, so you get to remember yourself. You get to remember yourself. But, oh, my knees. Oh. You know, let's go to the 3D printed ones. And then the fully, like, good quality plastic ones. So you may have noticed, but my profile picture is one of my masks. Where did he go? I'm so blind. He's right here. Now, here, let me bring that one too. You may be able to tell he's looking a little bit, balder than usual. The base itself cost me $100, by the way. And the jaw doesn't even work that well. Like, I get it. It's a 3D printed one off of Etsy, but, like, it still kind of annoys me. But, this is Jax. Jax the Skull Dog. I said the thing. Whoa. As you may be able to tell, he's missing, 2 of his ears and his balaclava, which I probably already said. But, that's because I was getting the duct tape pattern down. And I say that it's hard to open the mouth because every time I do it, I'm like, that's how far I'll have to open my mouth. I gotta add some, like, padding at the top so that it stays up on my head a little bit so I can, like, yeah. It also just squeaks a lot, so I'm gonna have to, like, because it has these little, like, rings on the inside that you use little elastic bits to get it to open and close. Like, it opens really great if you're not using your jaw. Like, it's really good. But, and I tried so hard with the shading on this, if you couldn't tell. All of that is makeup that I haven't sealed yet. I did recently buy some, like, spray-on Mod Podge, though, so I'm gonna seal him with that. And then, you can't really tell that this is a pentagram, but it is. There's a bug right there. I'm gonna use some gel pens just to make it a little bit better. And then we've got his emo eyeshadow. And then, I wanted to, if I get, an actual, like, PVC, I think that's what they're called. Dream Vision Creations, DVC. Not PVC pipe. One of their, like, realistic ones. I'm gonna make the blood look a lot more realistic, because this is 2D version. Cartoony, not 2D. Toony. Yes. And then I really like this mask. I really like it, man. I really like him. But this is his mohawk. This is gonna be red, which is gonna be epic. And then I might have to redo his ears a little bit, or find a better way to kind of attach them, because, well, I'm probably gonna have to attach them in the same spot because there's glue residue there. It's fine. And then you can kind of tell where that is, except I'm gonna kind of, yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be batty delicious. But look at his big teethers. But yeah, he's pretty cool. He's my kid. He's my son. He's like my main fur son. You can still see that I used the not the one that it came with for this. You can kind of tell with the little holes. Here, let me just shove you guys in there real quick. You can tell that these two are different. This is the stuff that it came with. This is the stuff that I got off of Amazon. The reason why I did that is because I couldn't see out of it when I painted over it. I think it was supposed to just be plain black, and then you use really, really watered down paint. That's what it's called. I'm so smart, guys. For this, for like making the eyes, but I didn't do that. It was Christmas, the evening of Christmas. I almost said Christmas Eve. It was the evening of Christmas. Christmas Day. That I decided to start working on him. At first, he looked like a chicken. Not a chicken. A raw turkey. So I had to go over that with lots and lots and lots of layers of white paint. And then, does this even count as a mask? You might be able to tell. This is the exact same, base as Jack's. It's the exact same one. I got it 3D printed by, my teacher back in 6th grade, because I'm old and crunchy now. That was 4 years ago, dude. That's 4 years ago, dude. I'm old and crunchy. Crunchy and punchy. No one's gonna understand that, I bet. No one's gonna understand where that came from. But, I keep forgetting how, like, weird it looks on the inside. It was gonna be full size, and then she was like, you're gonna have to size it down a little bit. Okay, that's fine. I have decently small head compared to the full-size one. This is not a little bit. Miss Smith, this is not a little bit. This is a lot of it. This does not fit on my head. And then I remember when I was in, like, 7th grade, some dumbass said, do you wear that out a lot? How does it look like this goes on my head? Does it look like it goes on my head? Genuine question, does it fit? Do I look bonita? Does it fit? No! Except, yeah, it was supposed to glow in black. I can do that now, wait. Because I have a clear, purple glow paint that I'm using for, my siren tail that I'm making because I'm going to Hawaii. You may have seen it if you go on my channel. There's a cool first part. I'm working on the second part. It's pretty cool, dog. Yeah. But, and then I also have, excuse me, that was disgusting of me. And I've got some glow-in-the-dark green paint. So it's gonna look real cool. It's gonna look super bonita. I have the hiccups. Anyways. Then the final one of the plastic group. If you may have been able to tell by me saying I bought one of these. I wonder. Well, I technically bought Jack's, except I customized him. Yeah, it's this one. I bought it from Five Below a few years back. As a backup, Halloween costume, because I was a shark one year. You know those stupid little shark onesies that you sometimes see, like, ads about? Except you can't really tell, but it does glow. I haven't talked about the Jack's mask. And yes, I made him before the Amazing Digital Circus came out. I know some people might be wondering that. I'm so lonely. But, yeah. He's a solid 6.5 on comfortability. I'm not gonna say it. And ignore the way my arms are bent right now. They just do that. It looks weird, but I promise you it's not. It's not weird. It's not. Trust me. Looks, absolutely love it. It could look better though, because I started furring it like a year ago. I also started making a full suit a year ago. I have all the pieces that I need to make a full suit, or at least like up to my waist. I'm just too lazy. And also the fur is kind of shiesty. A little merde if you speak French. But yeah. I completely forgot to do the EVA foam masks. No, that was next. I'm so smart, guys. I couldn't do the Dynamasks next, I don't care.
Which one should I do?
I've already done the base, so. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do that one last. I have a lot more than just 4. Don't know where they went. I have 2 of those, like, weird Indominus Rex ones with the, like, laser pointer on the side. One of them I'm planning to sell. The other one I'm probably also going to sell if I ever find it. I feel like I have more. B! That's who I'm missing. I keep calling him B, but his name is Cheese. He's a B. He's a T-Rex mask base. Don't know where he went, though, unfortunately. But, yeah. So, anyways, I'm yapping. I told you I was gonna miss a lot. Hi. Hi, Zib. Pat, pat. Hey, Glebe. We're gonna start with you, because everyone calls you Teen Wolf. I mean... It makes sense. I used to like this one. Oh yeah, if you don't like blood, there is some kind of blood on these masks. If you couldn't tell with Jack's, except that doesn't look like blood. It looked a lot better at, like, first in light. You can't really tell. Here, let me... Oh, my knees. I gotta stop walking like this. Ew. Didn't make it light. Ew. You can't really tell still. But, there are some undertones. It's supposed to look like dried blood. This is what I really wanted a Skulldog mask, if you couldn't tell. There are some scars that I did. Again, this is an old mask. Pretty cool, though. I still really do like it. It's just not my favorite. He has one little horn. I was gonna do another horn that was, like, broken, except this one was supposed to be this much longer on the end. I could not get it unstuck. And I'm honestly too lazy to make another horn. Let's put him on. Let's put him on, yes. If I can get him on. I cut out all the stuff on the inside. I forgot about that. Is that his name? Forgot to put his name in little foam letters on the inside. His name is Entity. Forgot about that. As you can tell, I messed up the fur again. Used some from the end where they got it cut off. Ugh, they circumcised him. I don't know if I could say that. He's a little hard to get on. Oh. Alright, he's a little hard to get on. His mouth always stays open. I've tried fixing that. He does... Oh, there's fur in my eye. That's another thing about him. Since he's not lined, you always end up getting either hair or fur in your eyes, rather. Paint on him is starting to peel off his teeth. I'm probably gonna repaint the teeth and the face a little bit. Except, as you may be able to tell, this isn't Buckram. I made this mask. This was my second ever mask I made. First one, I redid. This one's like 4 or 5 on comfortability. I like the design. 5 or 6 on how it looks. I already forgot the third category. It's probably fine then. It's probably not important if I forgot it. Oh, my knees. Let's go to the first one I ever made that got a redesign. This one is Fruit Bat. Surprised I still remember his name. I got this base for $60 off of Amazon. And now they were at Targets for $15. And I was like, it was so rude. But now they're not at Target at all. None of them are. So I hate that. But, originally he had the same thing as Entity over there. He had no buckram for eyes. I think my mom still has a photo of what he originally looked like. He was cyan. He used cyan instead of red. And then he had this little moon up there. Now it's kind of a blood moon. Moon and sun up there. I was originally going to make a mask that matched with him that I was going to sell. Or give to one of my close friends. I am missing another one now that I think about it. Commissioned for a friend. Whose name is, Crayola. He's a sweetheart. My friend's a woman. But he gives off sweetheart vibes, the mask. He's a clown with little crayons that I have attached to the end of his ears, and his ears flop like that. It's super cute. I don't know why I'm describing it. I literally have shorts of me making him on my channel, or the progress on him on my channel. But yeah, this one, it's pretty comfortable to wear. I mean, I've got barely any padding in there. There's just a little forehead one. Ignore the way it's tied together. It does kind of suck to put on sometimes because the elastic likes to get stuck on your forehead. But, you can tell he's kind of old and squeaky. But he used to be the green dinosaur mask. He kind of looks like a frog on the inside. Love him. His ears used to be elephant ears, as people call them. Shaved them down a little bit and put him on his head like that, because I just think it looks cool. It just looks cool. He did have a hood at one point in time, except I made it skin tight and the zipper didn't work. So he was really painful to wear, and he is gonna have a little mohawk like Jax. He's like the living version of Jax, except his name is Fruit Bat. And he does not have the same ears, or the same face shape, or the same eyes. But yeah. And then we've got my second version of that mask, Angel, who is missing a fang. This is a necklace, actually. And then I kind of gave her a nose ring. He used to have a nose ring, too, except I gave it to my friend, Annie. Oh, that was years. That's when I was still in Young Woman's. Not even Young Woman's, Activity Days. I'm in Young Woman's right now, because I'm still got them titties. But this is so gonna get age restricted just because of what I'm saying. But I really like the way I did her ears. You might be able to tell I kind of did the same thing for Jax with the 4 ears and the sort of ear shape. But she's got a balaclava. Ooh. And you may have seen that she has an eye on the top of her head that I burned out with my hot glue gun. And she's also got little layers. There are supposed to be lashes. Cut her teeth out. She's one of my favorite masks. I absolutely love her. She's easy to breathe in. She's pretty comfortable. You can't see my mouth when I open it. Ooh, gotta be careful with that. I'm probably gonna have to redo her coloring, though, and make her more purple, because I do have purple fur. I don't have any blue fur that, matches this, and also it's kind of blurple. I gotta redo all of this stuff, because this is the Crayola clay. I'm surprised that this one's even staying on. I used, nail glue for that. I kind of got, inspiration from, I don't know if you've seen the mask. I'm out of breath from talking so much. This happens even, when I'm just talking normally. I just run out of breath all the time. I don't know why. But, the one where it's black, white, and red. It was a commission for someone. on TikTok. I've seen it in countless... Sorry. This makes it seem like she's hard to breathe, but she's not, I promise. I should probably loosen this a little bit. So my head has grown. Just a little in the past 3 years. But, yeah. This is my second raptor head mask. The one that my friend commissioned is one from Universal, so it looks really different from this one. It's, like, long and thin snout. It's really cool, and I love it, except I kind of had an underbite, so I had to fix it with a little bit of clay. But, yeah. I really like this mask, if you couldn't tell. I really like her. I was gonna do, like... I was going, thank you. I can't do that. I was gonna do the other word that's close to your face, in sign language. But yeah, I should start furrying her. Oh, hi.
Hi there. Do you want some porridge and tea?
Huh. She's kind of hard to take off. Not as hard as someone here. Entity. I'm talking about you. But, yeah. She's also got a little halo that I'm gonna make sticking in between her ears. Because Angel, not Alice Angel, love Benny and the Ink Machine. They're coming out with a movie soon, which I'm happy about. At least that's what I was told by trailers. I don't know how soon, but this is really off topic, but I got a 30-inch Ink Demon plush when I was 9 years old for $30. That was my choice of a birthday present. I think that's when my mom started realizing there was something wrong with me. I was like,
I want this. Can I have this?
That's a demon, sweetie. I know. And then everyone called him Mickey Mouse when I brought him to school. Which, I mean, like, I guess he's kind of based off of Mickey Mouse, isn't he? It's been a while since I've been in the fandom, okay? Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me, darling. Anyways. It's okay. Then we've got Noli. Guess how much money I got this base for at Target? $6! $6 freaking dollars! But that was the last time I ever saw them in store again. And then my brother got this mask base, not this mask, but the same base of the mask. If I can get it on. For $5 at Target that day. And we were like begging our parents, like, please, man, you know how expensive I got this for originally. But, the strap's really uncomfortable, but the jaw works super well. Like, it's really good. I have to put the eye mesh in it still, but this is Noli, if I haven't said that already. You can kind of see that the, clay's cracking, because guess what kind of clay I used? Even though this was earlier this year. I used freaking Crayola clay. Yeah. The bits have fallen off. Like, this part has fallen off. You can kind of see. But it, like, got peeled off. And I managed to Mod Podge it back together, because hot glue does not work on this kind of clay. It's great! If I can get it back on. Goddamn. Oh, except this is Noli. This is the Void God. We love him. Except I did little scarring on his eye and made him, like, sad on this side and give him, you know, like... Yeah, and then this side I used the clay to make it match up with the bottom jaw. Because this is how it usually looks. I still gotta do the teeth and the inside, though. Because this one was the scene core one that I made once upon a time. There were so many checkers on it, and they looked absolutely dog shite. So that's where Dandy's eye mesh came from, because I might still have the drawing somewhere if I'm being completely honest. Probably not though, except it was so detailed, dude. It was so detailed and it did not look well. Not gonna question where that came from, but you may be able to tell I did kind of do it on that side, but I still have to fix it on this side. Oh, that's not even from that. That's from the Scene Core mask, because it had purple on the inside. You can kind of still see that there was yellow on this side. It was yellow on this side, pink on, like, neon yellow, neon pink, neon yellow, neon pink for that. It did look really cool, though. Like, just the bottom jaw, and then the top with all checkers had little eye melties with the same neon colors as that on each side. It was cool. And then this was white, this was black, or the other way around. I can't remember. It was ages ago. It was ages ago. The face part fell out. Except, yeah, this part fits my face surprisingly well, considering the odd face shape that I have. Yeah. It's already been an hour? Hour and 69. 6 minutes and 9 seconds. I'm such a child. I'm just a little tizen-touched, if you couldn't tell. So this is gonna be a long video. I hope you know it's gonna be a long video. Comfortability, 7 or 8 out of 10. It's actually not that bad. Besides these parts. That's gonna make me go down to a 7. Because these parts stick out in a really weird way. I'm gonna have to replace them. Or at least move them around a little bit. That's gonna suck, though, because I'm gonna have to, like, cut it since that's, like, made into the mask. But yeah, I do like this mask, though. That's my, like, only Forsaken-based Noli that I have. The rest of them are Myth Nolis, and by the rest of them, I mean my little plushie that I made. And my drawings. Alright. The final plastic mask. I'll do it with the foam one since it's covered in foam, as you can see. See right there. There he is. Nope, there he is. It's supposed to be right in here. Let's start with Adam. Hi, Adam. Say hi. Say hi to Adam, guys. Beginning of 6th grade again. For Halloween, I was like, I'm going to be Adam. As you can tell, they kind of broke. He's great at the back. Oh, 3 out of 10 on comfortability. On looks, 3 out of 10 again. I'm just gonna give it 3 on everything. Angel's number. But, I do kind of like the way I designed the horns, though. 'Cause I like, it's cool. And I made this with all one sheet of EVA from that cost me $30! Store you, Amazon! It cost a lot of money. I say, as we have Amazon Prime. But, then we've got Withered Bonnie, who I honestly love. I started making him before I even had a phone, so that's how you know he's old. But I just recently, like, for the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie, started working on him again. I added all the foam, the upholstery foam, to it, and then started doing this, except I ran out of time, if you couldn't tell. But, I do really like it. It's just a little difficult to get on because of the bottom jaw. But other than that, the jaw doesn't move, by the way. Most of my Five Nights at Freddy's ones don't move. Oof! There we go. It's hard to get on. He's lopsided, as you might be able to tell. Not the most comfortable to where I can only look with my head down if I try straightening it up. Like, that's how I look when my head is straight. Otherwise, it squishes my nose like that. He's more for looks than for, wearing, but I still love him. I think I got the color pretty well since people are like, he's blue, he's purple. He's yes, guys. He's like Mangle. He's yes. Oh! I remember I got a bloody nose trying to take him off once because I forgot to get... Oof. My nose out first. Comfortability, a 2. Looks... I don't know. I like how it looks because I also added this recently. I like how he looks when he's not on my head. He's more of a decoration or like... he's just a baby. He's just a baby. I like him. 7 or 8 on looks. Forgot the last one, as I said earlier. He's pretty durable, though. Like, I can throw him around and he's fine. We're not gonna do that, though. And then we got Doothakar. My other only Forsaken-themed one. He's been through a lot, as you might be able to tell. He used to look way better than this, I promise. Made him in half an hour, like one of my other ones, I forgot which one. Yeah, I'm not great at remembering. Yeah, I made him for a Halloween concert recently, for Halloween, you know. And then I'm in band, so I made him for a concert. He's okay. I actually can see through these. At first I thought, like, oh, I'm gonna have to see through this part of the mouth. But no. It just tilts down like that. His horns have seen better days. They're a little sideways. He rests on my shoulders, so I can look around, but, like, if I tilt my head, like, this is where my nose is right now, I have to, like, tilt my shoulders with it to look around. And then his hat's kind of iffy. And then his cloak. I spent the most time on the head. If you couldn't tell from the little guy. If you couldn't tell from how smooth the clay got, because usually, it takes a few hours. Like, I made the base of the head in half an hour, but then it took me a lot longer to, like, get it painted and stuff. But, like, yeah, the horns have seen better days. And they are on the right way. I actually did make sure of that. They are on the right way, or at least last time I checked. And then I like how the horns came out, actually. They're so silly. But the hat is just hot glued together, because I'm lazy when it comes to sewing. I think that's all of the non-animal based ones, because made out of EVA foam, because there's those two over there. Here, let me get this guy. I can already tell you 5 on comfortability when wearing him, because I used foam for the cheeks, so he does not stretch that much. I had to cut a divot in the back of his head. His mouth doesn't open. He squishes my nose. He's more for looks. There is a little green dot that's supposed to glow in the dark. His ear is currently pinned back. Because he, yeah, see, his ear's pinned back with a piece of wire because he got squished. But, this is Golden Freddy, or Fredbear. I think they're the same. As you can tell, his lip kind of started breaking. He's probably fine. My dog is walking around upstairs. At first, my parents were like, is he infected? Because of these little bits. And there were originally little bits in this ear, too, kind of leaking out. But I ripped him out because I didn't like him. But, he's got an underbite. We love that. It's from Biting Crying Child's Head. I'm not going to use any of their headcanon names or canon names because I know one person is going to end up on this video somehow, no matter how far in the future, and they're going to be like,
Actually, this is his actual name.
like, I don't care! Quiet! Oh, my knees. And then we've got my most recent mask yet, and one of my favorites, just look-wise. I gotta be careful when holding him, because he does have pins inside of him. We've got Spring Bonnie. Absolutely love him. Made each of these little springs by hand. There's like 12 or something on his head. They don't actually work as springs, though, because it's just flower wire. Owie. And then he's got his little wire whiskers. I love the way the nose came out. I kind of tried making it look like rubber, and I think that worked really well. His mouth doesn't hinge, but it's just EVA foam. So, like, yeah. And then it does have some actual upholstery foam, if you couldn't tell. Sorry, that's my actual blood. We don't talk about that. There's a lot. Except I dyed the eye bags with golden paint. Don't ask me why. I just got bored. I kind of tried giving it a, like, poorly put together look. Spring Bonnie. The eyes do open, and they glow green in the dark. Kind of tried going for a Walton Files look, if you couldn't tell. But, yeah. I'm gonna have to put them on for you guys, aren't I? Gotta get spring locked in real life. Alright, I'm gonna have to take the pins out. Fair warning, part of his jaw is gonna fall off. I'm gonna put them where I remember them. I say before I lose them. Oof. Oh, there we go. Alright, then we're just... That fell on the carpet for a second. We're just gonna peel his jaw off real quick. It's still pinned on. Okay, give me a second. Actually, I'm gonna take a full off. It's gonna dangle there and look ugly anyways. And then we got his bottom jaw piece off. Except now you can actually see, like, the base of it. I just kind of threw this together, which I think it still looks pretty decent. But there's some of the springs that I made. They work so well. They look great. But yeah, he's got little wire eyelids that I colored with a silver marker because they still have the flower wire casing on them. You can kind of bend the ears since they're wire. I have one of them bent down, and then the other one's supposed to be bent up. It's kind of curving that way. I don't know why. I think it looks fine, though. Oh, you're winking. Here, let me... There you go. Except I got this color from my grandma. It was just that much for the eyelid. But, he's gonna have little, like, neck foam plates. That's why I have this on. Because I don't want my human neck to be showing. But, it looks so cursed from the inside with his eyes closed, dude. But, yeah, he's a little bit hard to see out of. But he's not uncomfortable. Like, I see through the little holes down here. I'm gonna cover him with mesh. Not the best sight. I'm definitely gonna need a guide when I go to Comic-Con in this, or the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 movie. His jaw moves. But, yeah. I think he looks really cool. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do the inside of the mask to be lined. I love the ears. I absolutely adore them. They were the first part that I made. Because I do love rabbits. I don't know why. I just really like rabbits. I just really like rabbits. Oof. I made it seem like it's hard to get them off. It's not. I just forgot to pull this part up because, again, it's EVA foam. It's gonna stick to the back of my head. Because we have little lumps on the back of our heads. Whoa, they curve. But, I love him. He's my baby. I'll set him over here so I can pin that part on later. And now we're in 17 minutes in. Almost 18. Now 18. Alright, let's just get you over with. This one was supposed to be a reindeer. I know, it totally looks like a reindeer. I gave it follow me eyes, though. Or at least I tried. Oh, it has my dead name on it. We're not gonna show the inside. Or at least, I'm gonna cover it up. Except I put dark blue because I didn't have any paint on me at the time. He made noise once upon a time, I'm pretty sure. Or wait, no, that wasn't this one. He just has a tongue that I'm gonna leave there because it's cute. Oh yeah, and then I used markers for one of the guns. That's a really nice color. What the heck? Anyways, he tickles your neck, by the way. Oof. Oh, my head's grown. Oh, dear. That's as loose as it gets, though. Oh, never mind. It was just stabbing into my skull. It fits fine. I still think it's really cute. I might turn it into a mono kit. The jaw moves really well. It's not that comfortable, but it's not that uncomfortable. It's like a 5 uncomfortability. Sight. This makes it so I can see 2 here, actually. Oh, here. This is as far as I can see. That's as far as I can see. It's decent. Oh, I've been talking so much. As you can tell, I cut his teeth out. My open mouth. I actually really like how it came out, though, with the foam. Because this was an Atrociraptor. I'm probably saying that wrong. It's from the, not the new Jurassic World movie, because I know that they recently came out with one. It's called Dominion, right? Probably. I haven't seen the movies in a long time. But, yeah, and that's really thin EVA. Oh. Pretend you didn't see that. I'm too lazy to edit this today. It's got EVA foam for the inside of the eyes. You cannot tell that well, except this is really thin EVA foam. It's glued together on that side. But on that side, I decided to sew it together. Except he's got gold in his eyes. Look at that. It's so cutesy. Then the follow me eyes. He wants to sniff you. Got any games on your phone? I'm gonna have to sand the teeth down because, as you may have seen, it's not that great. That's all for dino masks, I promise. Unless I end up making a second video with the missing ones. Then we've got Fred, fluffy worm on a string. I really don't want to put him on. But I gotta, it's for the content. As you can tell, I do the necks in a weird way. I do still have to put the triangles on, but it's fine. I just make a tube and then, yeah. Except it's so fluffy that you can't even tell that there's a lot of fluff that's in the seam there. I got really lazy with him, as you may be able to tell with this. None of this is sewn together. None of it's sewn together, besides the neck being sewn onto the head. And even then, I did a really poor job on that. Like, there's finger escapes in a head. He's horrible to breathe in. I can already say 1 uncomfortability. I do love how he looks, though. He's so cute. He's hard to see out of, though. This is as far as I can see in front of me. That's as far as I can see. That's as far. And then that's as far. He's hard to see, and you gotta tilt your head to the side. But that that gives him a charm. I'm probably gonna have to add a hole right there for breathing. Except then this is just a strip of EVA foam that I found. He's really cute, though. I do love him. I'm free. I gotta line the inside of this, because it's currently it's just foam. It's just foam there. Oh, he shed onto my bandage. I'm gonna be covered in his fur for ages. Except, yeah, this is the purple fur that I was talking about. How did I get in my mouth? Oh, it's on my arms? Look at this. You can't really see it. Since I'm using iPhone camera. Because it's poor lighting, rather. Oh, it's in my eye? What the heck? Love him. Probably gonna sell him for, like, $30 on Etsy. I love how he looks, not how he, feels. And then we've got... We don't look that one. We look at Kiwi, because we love Kiwi. We love Kiwi. This was my second ever, design, and she is a Dutch angel dragon with 4 ears. You can tell I kind of started on that side, and then on that side. Stop. Thank you. Sorry. I really like how she turned out. The back of the head is a little weird, but I'm gonna add like spikes there, so it's probably gonna be fine. Why, she's got gigantic ears, dude. Like, ginormous. I had to kind of do it at an angle there like that, because, it was really wobbly. I'm probably gonna have to, shave down the foam a little bit, or add a little bit more in the back, because it's really hard to get on, but then it's really snug on my face. Like, look at how big her head is. Like, this is not coming off of me. Oh, I'm not doing that again. Like, she's not coming off once I put her on. And then we've got her little smile. Oh, yeah. Hi, chat. But, she does have a pickable nose. Oof. So I could give her a nose ring if I wanted to. Except, As her name might suggest, she is a lime green. I love her for that. She does have little horns. I do have an avatar that's supposed to look kind of like her on Roblox, except, again, it's with Roblox stuff. I did not make anything for her. Comfortability, it does feel kind of nice with how snug she is. Comfortability on that guy, 0. Looks, 7. For this one, it's really easy to breathe because my mouth is like right here, dude. Like, hi. Hello, chat. I'm in your walls. I like how floppy her ears are. Like, why yeah. I'm probably gonna have to add some, like, padding to it, though, and shape it. Same with Jax, probably. It's fine. But, yeah. You can't really tell, but I'm gonna have a lot of breathing space because I'm not putting foam in those bits, but once I do get some green, I am gonna finish her because I absolutely love this one, and I'm gonna do like the kimono kind of style of bodysuit, suit, and then she's got eyebrows. So my second ever attempt at, I'm just gonna cover that thing with my ears. My second ever attempt at a foam base, and I'm really proud of it. Oh, the forehead reveal is crazy, dog. Oof. Got some of my hair in my mouth. Then we've got the one that I despise, absolutely hate. That thing. Strawberry. Yes, it has a name. No, it's not meant for me. It's my cousin's. McKinley's. First ever attempt. Don't look at me like that. We searched all around the city. Couldn't find any red fur. What's this then, you might ask? A child's Clifford costume. I wish I was joking. I really do wish I was joking when I said that. It's a Clifford's child costume, and it couldn't even cover the whole head. Then the different lengths of fur, like, it looks fine from the top, I guess, if I just had this shaved down to the same, but then we got but you can tell that it was sewn together at the top at one point in time. Yeah, I was the best at hand sewing. I am the best at hand sewing. You know what? I'm just gonna skin her right in front of you guys. What was that hot glue? What was that hot glue job? Because I do remember I was pretty proud of the base of it. Like, I was like, this is a pretty good base. You could tell that it was kind of a cat. There is a full-on pin inside of your head. What the hell? Sorry, buzzword. Not gonna question why, but you, Oh, there's even more glue. Oh. I'm definitely gonna need to wash this somehow. Look at the inside of that mouth. I sewed that on there, apparently. Same with that one. Don't tell me I sewed this one on too. Okay, no, it's just the tiniest little glob of hot glue. Skinned her! Yay! Okay, it is actually kind of a cute base. For my first time, I don't know what I was trying to do there. For my first time ever sculpting anything out of foam, it's pretty good. And then I don't know what these eyes are. Get the other one out. I don't know what these eyes are. There you go, now you can see. They're cute, I guess, but, like, the material is weird. Like, you can see through it, but they can see through it, too. So, like... Okay, I might actually be able to work with this, though. I might have to trim that. I did recently get, an electric carving knife, like one of those turkey carvers. So that's gonna help a lot. But I mean, like, look at it from the side. It's actually really cute, dude. Okay, I'm gonna put it on. Are there any swoopy pins in there? You know, I see why I was so proud of this. It's not really cat shaped. It's more of a fox shape actually. I could turn this into a fox. It's really fat though, I feel like. Wait, I could turn this into a lion. I could turn this into a lion, Loki. I just have to kind of make that a little bit more like that. And then I wouldn't have to destroy the ears. I just have to kind of round them out. Like that. Yeah! Yeah! I've got ideas flowing, dog. I'm great at this. This looks tiny. I'm just gonna say that now. It looks like the jaw is kind of sideways, but I got fur in my throat. That's one downside of working with faux fur. Oh, it's snug, that's for sure. How small was my head? How tiny was my head? Hello? 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 I'm definitely gonna have to, carve out the inside of that a little bit. Oh. That's like my brother's size of head. There's more fur in my mouth now. Okay. Anyways. Finally. An hour and 32 minutes later. That is all the masks that I could find. Disgraced Child is still over there. I don't know what to do with it. I might cut it up and then use it for like base making for dragon puppets, cause like, or I do have an idea. I could cut that up and then just put normal paper over it, like normal white paper over it. So smart, guys. Big brain. I'm covered in Clifford now. I have body parts of Clifford the big red dog, all over me now. So that's fun. You want to see the mess that I made? Wait, what is this? Oh, whoa. Anyways, there they all are, and Disgraced Child in the background. Yep. Oh, and the skin. Love that. Anyways, I'm gonna have to clean this all up. Why do I do this to myself? Do it for you. Do it for you. Oh. I just did something weird. I do it for you. I do it for you. I gotta stop. Anyways, yeah. I don't have an outro, guys. Go around, wreak gay havoc, and, queerness. Yeah, cosplaying. Ooh, so cool. Wow. Yas.